how you doing? BIS 301. We're heading into Module 5 tomorrow, and so let's do a little preview on that. First of all, Maps 1 due tonight by midnight. Um, I hope everybody's getting that. The Maps 1 shouldn't be that tricky. Basically, what you're doing is, for example, if someone says, what's your major, and you say interdisciplinary studies, and they ask you, what does that mean, and you say, well, I'm taking a couple of, two concentrations and learning how to integrate them and learning how to be a critical thinker and et cetera, et cetera. Next question is going to be, what are you studying now? What's your disciplines? What are your concentrations? That is what I want you to think about when you're thinking about your maps, okay? The answer to that question, all right? So, for example, for Maps 1, you're basically discussing what your concentrations are. You're not discussing, what your narrow focus in that concentration is or why. You're not talking about why you want to study it, okay? You're talking about what it is, okay? Define it. Show examples of it, I guess. I mean, as far as the concepts, the concerns, the broad look at your discipline. I think some people are getting hung up on what it means to them. This part of it, while it is about you in terms of this is, one student in my class is going to be different than another one, it's not about you in terms of, this is not a question about what are you studying specifically or why do you want to study it, okay? And again, there should be, I'm going to look for two separate sections in the same paper, okay? One section is one concentration, the other section is the other concentration. Both of them look exactly the same in terms of headings, reference list. They're just about two different concentrations, okay? Please don't forget to capitalize your concentration, your discipline. It's a proper noun, okay, if you're using it that way, right? And make sure, don't give up easy points. Make sure it's Times New Roman, 12-point font, double line spaced. Just do paragraph breaks, indents, I should say. I don't want skipped lines, okay? Reference list, formatted by APA, unless you've told me something different in the past. That means hanging paragraphs. If you don't know how to do a bibliography in APA, go find out. Look on Purdue OWL. Make sure it's formatted correctly. I don't need fancy cover page. I don't need graphics. I don't need color. Okay. So just so you know. Okay, let's look at Module 5. All right. So the readings, pretty straightforward here. Looking at some really classic works, basics. If anybody has any questions about these readings, let me know. But these are really good foundational pieces. The discussion board, I finally changed. Lucky for you. It was getting really outdated, so now it's about North Dakota's Norway experiment. I saw that a month or so ago and thought it was really appropriate for this exercise especially. And like you to use steps 1, 2, 3, and 6. Rep goes broad model to examine it. That shouldn't be that difficult. Okay, it used to be set up a lot more work. I think this is more reasonable considering you do have a big assignment with Maps 2. Okay, looking at Maps 2, which I am, obviously, it's going to be the same type of structure as Maps 1 and Maps 3. Top, bottom, two separate sections, one for each concentration. Concentrations don't mix here. We don't integrate them here, okay? So, going to look at key concepts, okay, for each one. 20 points for that one, 20 points for that one. The key concepts. It should be self-explanatory, okay, and I've got a little bit of verbiage under there. Current theories, same thing. This is where, if you're taking classes in these areas, your textbooks should help you. Hell, your professors could help you on that too, but you should be familiar with those things. I can't teach that specifically to each of you, but that's where your specialty comes in. So this one's pretty straightforward. Key concepts, current theories, okay? Do it, make sure your grammar, spelling's good. Look at the sample, okay? There's a Maps 2 sample in here from a couple years ago, a year and a half ago, and You'll see how it's written out. It's a nice piece of work here, okay? If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. You guys are really doing well, considering, I mean, I'm talking to 3 classes right now, I think. Yikes. And I haven't had a single class that did as done as well as the 3 classes I'm talking to right now. So I'm really happy about that. Like I said, I don't know, I got lucky or something, but you guys are really impressing me overall. And keep up the good work. Get a hold of me if you need me to answer a question or to tell you where to find the answer. And have a great weekend. Go Super Bowl. I don't care who wins. I just want my numbers to come up, right? All right, you guys. Take care. Thanks.